Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm your host, Fogg. Thank you for joining another episode here on Fat Old Gamers. And I know it's getting to be Infinity Game Table channel. We're just getting a lot of these games releasing each week now, which is really exciting for the device. You know, Arcade 1-Up is actually getting those titles out. Are they always a hit? No, not really. But I mean, for some people they are, for some people they aren't. But I'm happy to see that, you know, this week, like last week, we have multiple days where they're delivering new content. This week, we've already covered two of the games that released on Tuesday. We did get a app, and I call the Tablecloths apps because you can't play them, but they're like backgrounds that are animated or whatever, you know, animated screensavers. So we did get one of those for holiday themed, and that was $1.99. And then there was the Dominoes game that dropped today. So that ended up coming in as a surprise. Now, though, last Thursday they did release a title as well, so it might not have been too much of a surprise, but it's starting to be like, you know, the drops each week are not necessarily going to be the same day. They're not just going to be one day a week, could be multiple days, which now we're getting a better idea. So the Dominoes game dropped today. It was $3.99. Let's jump in and take a look at these and see what we think. So we'll start with the Dominoes first. This is an IGT or Infinity Game Table game, right? It's branded with the Infinity Game logo, so that's on there. But Dominoes is basically the game of dominoes. It's kind of nice though. It's 1 to 4 players. You can do the fly solo. Well, first we'll look at settings. Basic settings, how to play, get back to your dashboard, sound effects, music. You know, fairly simple, straightforward there. Fly solo, you get 2 different games you can play. You can play draw dominoes, where I believe it's called the bone pile, if I remember correctly, or the tiles where you'd go in and just pull from. So you play until all dominoes are played onto the table, essentially. Or block dominoes, where you just start out with 7 and you play until you're done with that. Much quicker game. Draw dominoes a little bit longer. We'll play block dominoes here. Both look very similar, or they look exactly the same. On this, you were playing against a computer. You can see you just kind of touch here. If you wanted the computer to play each other, you could do that, which is kind of neat. You can change your position. You could even play 2 players. We'll just let the computer do its thing. Now, when you are playing as a human, you can actually hide your bar down here. And I'll show you on the next one when we look at playing together. So then it just tallies it up, says who's the winner, who's the loser. Pretty straightforward. Dominoes. Team up. So now we can play up to 4. We'll do block dominoes again. And I'm gonna take 1 player. The rest are computers. These 2 people on the ends, I'm trying to get my fingers to go that way, they would be on a team, and I'm on a team with this guy. So right across from me. So we'll go ahead and play. Now you can see here, since I'm a human player, I can hide my tiles, which is what you would be doing, right? So nobody else is seeing them. The table did come with those little blinders that you can put up, the little cardboard ones. But if you wanted to just use your hand and kind of hide it and then, you know, move this up and down, you could do that. So we're just playing here. It's been a while since I played dominoes all that well, but I don't think there's really much skill I can add to it. It's just playing. Let's see, no plays. It's all passing around. That guy's going to do one. My partner over there, I'll jump in on his. Whoop. You can just tap. You're not dragging them. You're just tapping onto there. Would have been interesting. I mean, they didn't add any vibration or anything into it. Not that every game needs it, but, you know, it would have been funny if, like, it would have vibrated at the end or something like that, like somebody slamming the last one down, yelling domino or whatever. Something like that. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, I guess, in a way. It'd be better if the table could sense if you hit it and said domino and you slapped your hand on it and it, like, you know, determined what was going on. So we lost. Those guys won, and basically what it does is just adds up all the pips, the little dots on the dominoes, to determine who's the winner, who's the loser. And we would have, my teammate and I, we lost. So yeah, that's Dominoes. I mean, it's a great little game. It's actually really fun, easy to learn. And again, the nice thing is I will say you don't have to pick up the Dominoes. You don't have to worry about like leaving them on a table if you want to walk away and them getting messed up. You can just, you know, play the game, and it just sits there on the table, the digital table, and it doesn't move or anything like that. So it's kind of nice, kind of a little thing. And if I've never mentioned this, I'm not sure if I have or not. If you press the power button without holding it, let's just see here. It just puts the table to sleep like a tablet. So you could walk away, go have dinner, come back, and then press the power button again and start right back up without your game being screwed up or the music being on. So it's kind of a nice little feature. It's something simple. Nobody really probably worries about or notices, but it's there. Let's jump out and let's take a look at the holiday theme. And we'll do this one. Again, these are the tablecloths. They're the animated background or animated wallpapers. Let's just find where that is. There it is. So we've had a Halloween one. We got that DC tablecloth. We had the regular tablecloth. Now there's the holiday tablecloth. I'm not really sold on this one. You know, they charged for it. It's not an IP thing. There's nothing like DC comic book characters that they're having to pay for. Yes, somebody had to create them, but it's kind of questionable if they're really all that worth it. And some of them look somewhat strange in a way. But basic stuff, just your instructions on how to change it, which tap it once to change, and that's it. Sound effects, music, and then your dashboard. And we'll just go through and let each one play a little bit. Some music in there. Maybe there's licensed music. I don't know. Maybe they didn't create theirs. Maybe they had to pay for a license on that. But yeah, this one's kind of nice. It changes the scenery. Pretty generic, right, across the board. There is Merry Christmas at the end, but I mean, it's basically not really themed for cookies or anything like that. Just kind of rolls through and shows you different sceneries. So looks kind of nice. And we'll back out of that. There's this snowflake, which is a really kind of like generic. It's not really any religious kind of theme or anything like that. It's just snowflake. So there's some hot cocoa and a spinning pie or something like that. Oh, snow globe. That's what that is. It's like a spinning snow globe. I thought it was a pie at first. I'm like, why would they have a picture of a pie moving? But it's a snow globe. I get it now. I didn't notice that at the beginning. A little list for Santa. You know, some cookies, things like that. Again, flashing lights are kind of cool. The music, just themed for the holiday, right? This is just really so you can see if it's worth it to you. A little gingerbread person, I guess that is. Doing a snow angel. Nice little theme music. It just runs in the background. Again, for any of the tablecloths, I would ask them to, you know, set it up to where it's not going to change if I just bump the table. Because every time you like set something down, I mean, it's a damn coffee table, supposed to be. So I would expect like you could set a drink on, but if you set the drink on there, your finger might touch the screen, it disappears. It'd be nice if they just kind of had a way to where it wouldn't change just by one touch. It would take like two, or you'd have to touch in a specific area, something like that. Here's a menorah with some dreidels spinning and some different fruits. Kind of nice little, and even the music's themed into it, so kind of nice. Very nice. Is that the dreidel song? I think it is. Maybe. What are these? The nutcrackers. Just kind of getting assembled. Something cute. And I think it just continues, from what I've seen, it just continues on this way. Then there's finally a little elf skating, making the infinity symbol, which usually they do have something with the infinity symbol kind of involved in these tablecloths that are at least from them, you know, not the DC one or whatever. So, yeah, kind of a branding opportunity. Nice little thing. You know, tablecloths are just there, but they would be more useful if you could like just touch the screen and like something would come up and then you could turn it off, rather than if you're just setting your drink down, like I said, you touch it by accident, it goes back to this. It seems kind of weird. So that's it, folks. just kind of covering over what did show up this week. Additionally, we knew that there was going to be some extra stuff. And yeah, lo and behold, they were able to deliver this on Wednesday. I couldn't do that because I was busy. And then today the Dominoes came out. So yeah, total of four different apps this week, which is, again, kind of nice seeing support. So definitely appreciate you watching this. Hope you got something out of it. Hope it's entertaining and it gets to help you spend your money wisely if you own one of these tables. Leave a comment down below. That's the best way to kind of get your thoughts across about the whole thing. But definitely give us a like. Get this more visible for other folks that maybe haven't found the channel or haven't found the videos, so that they can see, because we do cover each of the apps that come out each week on our own time, cost, all that stuff. Nobody's giving us this. This is not a channel that's promoting the Infinity Game table. You know, I bought this and it's mine. I like playing around with it in the games and everything, but I kind of see it as like it's good to showcase what you're paying for. So that's why we're doing it. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Definitely give the channel a subscribe if you haven't done that. Come back. You know, obviously these are going to be hopefully now each week, maybe multiple times per week if you're interested in seeing like what the games and apps look like for the Infinity Game Table. All right, folks. Thanks again. We appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.